could have seen Rob's face when he came back. He tried to be matter-of-fact about it, but he was obviously very hurt.
Well, I think that's pushing it a bit.
Whose side are you on?
Rob's, of course. But all Peter did was not invite the lad into the house.
Which is not the normal way to behave towards someone who's brought a present round for your son.
I don't happen to agree with him, but I can see why he felt he had his reasons.
You mean that ridiculous suggestion it was a put-up job?
But it was.
It was not. Rob had already been hanging on to the present for several days. He was fed up with not being able to give it to Jeremy.
If you hadn't prompted him, I'm sure Rob could have waited a little longer. I mean, till Jeremy was round here.
And when is that going to be?
Next weekend, I should have thought.
Ha! If Peter deigns to permit it. The way he's behaved, I find that prospect very unlikely.
But it's part of the old arrangement. Peter's firmly reverted to the old arrangement, so he's duty-bound to let Jeremy visit you.
He'll probably argue that Jeremy's long stay should cancel out weekend visits for the foreseeable future.
Come off it, love.
I can't help it. I'm so angry. In fact, I think I shall phone Peter right now and give him a piece of my mind.
Look, if you get up to that sort of caper, it's yourself you'll be hurting more than him.
You mean I should just let him get away with it?
I mean, the cooler you play it now, the better your chance when it's being battled out in court. If you get into a slanging match now, you can bet your life Peter will use it against you later.
Yes,
Look,
but
I know it's unlikely advice from one who's jumped in at more deep ends than most, but trust me.
All right, Matt, I will.
That's my girl.
If only there was some way of making Peter see reason.
That's a difficult proposition when you both think you're being perfectly reasonable.
But for Jeremy's sake.
That argument is going to be used by both sides, with total conviction. And you're going to have to face the fact, you know. Unless someone who's more or less neutral can swing something.
Well, that's what Rob said. Couldn't we find a go-between?
I think I might make a phone call to a possible candidate.
There you go then, Dickon. One scotch on the rocks.
Thanks. Is there any water?
Yeah, in that little jug right beside you.
Ah.
Well then, are you intending to pay for it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Unless you expect to be treated by our man of property over there.
Pardon?
Oh, I give up. Hello, George.
Hello, Cliff. Hello, Dickon.
Oh. May I get you a drink?
Oh, that's
Mr.
very
Anderton?
kind of you. Yes, I'll have a glass of white wine, please.
Oh, and there was I hoping for a quiet evening.
I suppose he's joking. There aren't that many customers, are there?
No.
Not often our paths cross in here, Dickon.
No.
No point in trying to get any sense out of him, George. He's in love. Oh. Another 48p, please, Dickon. 88 altogether.
Oh.
So?
In love. Or is that another of Cliff's little jokes?
I don't know. I think I'd better go and find out.
Good Lord.
I hope you'll excuse me rushing off the moment you arrive.
Of course, it's obviously a matter of some importance. Should we wish you luck?
Yes, please.
Yeah, all the best, then.
Hey, don't let this side down now, Dickon. And try the other door, but that one leads to the backyard. Sorry. He's in a right old state.
Who's the young lady in question?
Oh, somebody called Trudy. Nobody I know.
Oh. Would Jessie happen to be around, Cliff?
No, I'm afraid not. It's a night off. I thought you were steering clear of her these days.
Oh, I wouldn't put it like that.
Well, how would you put it, George?
No, you're absolutely right, Cliff. But I started to get a conscience about it. I have been feeling a bit crowded, but it's rude to avoid her altogether.
Oh, she's been keeping out of your way as well.
Has she?
Oh, yeah. Well, she realized she was stretching the friendship, so she's lying low.
Oh, dear. You see, at first I did find her very good company.
So I noticed.
But is there any way of sorting it out, do you think?
Well, what you need is a good excuse for getting together again. Oh, about a party.
A party? But I don't know anyone who's giving one.
You can. We all can. How about housewarming? There you are. Housewarming party at number 1.
Oh, no, I don't think...
Now, come on, George. Lots of people around. The ideal, man.
Hi.
Hello.
You look well. Rosy cheeks.
Have I?
Oh, been at the Scotch, have we?
Only the one.
Well, let me get you another.
Not for the moment, thanks.
Okay. Why don't you take your sweater off? Then you can drape yourself across the sofa. Go on. Then I can drape myself across you.
Don't you think we ought to talk first?
Oh, I'm sure we can manage both at the same time.
Well, if you insist.
I certainly do. There. Isn't that cozy?
Yes.
Now, what do you want to talk about?
First of all, who was that man I met on the stairs?
You met a man on the stairs? Oh, how scary.
Please, Trudy. He asked me who I was. And a few other questions.
Yeah, he would. Did you give him answers?
A few. He took me by surprise.
Oh, well, I expect it'll keep him amused.
Who on earth was he?
Junius Spellgrove.
The gossip columnist?
The very same.
Well, what was he doing here?
Oh, gathering gossip, would you reckon?
He was pestering you?
Yeah, but it was an official pester. Tony Nash set it up. The new record's coming out on Friday. Tony just doesn't care how or where we get our publicity as long as it's there.
So, he was interviewing you, like I did.
No, not quite like you did, chum. I do not end up in bed with every newspaper man who comes around, so don't think it. In fact, you're the only one who ever gained that, dubious privilege.
I didn't think it was dubious at the time.
But later,
You weren't very pleasant when I came back again.
I was an ace bitch.
Yes, you were.
Hooray! The man stands up for himself.
The man also wonders why you should change your mind again.
Well, I wanted to see you.
So you could put me down again?
Is that what you think?
The thought couldn't help crossing my mind.
Then why on earth did you come here?
I couldn't help hoping I was wrong.
You were.
I was? But that's...
Wonderful.
Yes, it is.
So long as I can get you to keep it all within limits.
Of course you can.
Look, I did try and put you off for your own good, you know.
You almost succeeded. If you hadn't phoned me up, I wouldn't have got in touch again. I still don't understand why.
You're completely different from anyone in my world. You hit me straight away that first time you came here. As you walked through the door, I said to myself, and now for something completely different.
But then, when I came back again, I was just the same.
Yeah, the same, but still different.
That didn't stop you throwing me out.
Oh, you frightened me. I could see myself getting attached.
But why don't you mind that now?
I still do. All my instincts tell me I shouldn't have anything to do with your type. You're probably going to fall in love with me.
Well, not if it'll ruin things.
Pull the other one, mate. And then you're going to start bringing up nightmare notions like marriage.
I won't.
Promise?
Promise.
I don't believe you.
In that case, perhaps I ought to be going.
Yes.
You'll have to get off me before I can get up.
I know. Problem, that. I don't think I'll be able to bring myself to move for a few hours yet. So you might as well lie back and enjoy the music. Do you like it?
Yes. That's Dowland, isn't it?
Oh, spot on. I love the melancholy in those tunes. I've been writing lyrics to go with a couple of them for the album I'm recording. Reminds me of you, that melancholy.
I don't want to feel melancholy.
Oh, too bad, chum, if you're going to stick around with me.
Oh.
Are you going to stick around?
Oh, yes, of course I am. But we haven't really sorted anything out, have we?
No. I guess we'll just have to learn to live with the muddle.
Ashton and Priors?
Hi, Matt. It's Brad.
Ah, thought it might be. Did you get through to him?
Well, not to Peter himself. I spoke to Liz.
Oh. Got into hiding, has he?
Apparently, he'd gone up to see his father.
Oh, yeah. Another awkward beggar.
How's that?
Nothing, Brad. Just airing my prejudices.
Well, I hope he won't be doing that if I manage to clear the air for him.
But if you didn't speak to Peter...
Liz took it upon herself to okay the deal. She thought it was a great idea for Peter and the kids to come and spend the day with us.
Ah, great. So long as Peter doesn't take it upon himself to back out.
Well, I don't see that he should. He enjoyed visiting with us before this whole business blew up. And I told him he could use the boat any time.
He doesn't deserve it.
Now, see here, Matt. I'm receiving Peter as a friend if he does come.
Sorry. Thanks a lot, Brad. When will they be coming? Tomorrow?
No, Wednesday.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll give you a call on Wednesday evening.
I think it's best if I call you after they've gone.
Yeah, fine. I don't want to blow your cover.
Oh, thanks. But, don't forget, I'm neutral in this matter, despite the fact that you've asked me to intervene. And another thing,
What's that?
don't expect miracles.
Hey,
What?
rise and shine.
What's the time?
Well, according to my Mickey Mouse alarm clock, it is 6:30.
In the morning?
Well, I hope so, chum, or else I've missed a day in the studio.
You're already up and dressed.
That's right, I don't sleep much.
Oh,
Sorry, you can't have everything.
can't you let me sleep on a bit?
No, I want you up and out by 7.
So you can give another newspaper interview.
Oh, early morning wit no less. You definitely don't need any more sleep. Up!
This is cruelty, you know.
Yeah, but you love it.
Don't I get any breakfast?
Yeah, back at your place. And I'm not going to iron your shirt either.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Good. Now, I know you're going to bring it up, so I better beat you to it. I'm not going to be able to see you for a couple of days. Not till Friday at the earliest. And the latest.
Why latest as well?
Because on Saturday I'm flying to Scotland.
Scotland?
Yeah. You know, the last remaining outpost of the Empire. I'm doing a TV appearance there.
How long will you be away?
Don't know.
But you'll see me on Friday at least.
Oh, you bet. But right now, I want to play my guitar and my piano for a couple of hours. Oh, not simultaneously, of course. Even I'm not that wonderful yet.
Oh, I'd like to stay and listen.
Not on your life. Bye-bye.
Oh, well, at least let me finish getting dressed.
Oh, all right. Just this once. But in future, if you don't get a move on, I shall throw you out naked into the hallway.
So there is a future, is there?
Ah, is there a future? Philosophers throughout the ages have pondered on such questions as these. Me, I just sing my songs and mind my own business.